Vegans hold up to them. Nobody hates vegans. They just hate the fact they know they should be like them. And the truth is, they so easily can. Welcome to our live stream, everybody. I'm Miss Katie, that vegan teacher. Thanks for coming. Hi, TikTok. Hi, YouTube. Nobody hates vegans. They only hate the mirror vegans hold up to them. Nobody hates vegans. They just hate the fact they know they should be like them. And the truth is, they so easily can. Thank you very much for coming. Hello, TikTok. Who's all here? Let me see. We have, you're saying go to sleep, okay? Uh-oh, you see what mistake you just made? Hey, thank you for this, by the way. Thank you very much for the heart and the teddy bear. Somebody just said that I should go to sleep. So you're making this mistake of assuming that we're all in the same time zone. See, I'm here in Italy, and right now it's 7:45 in the morning. I already had my breakfast. I've already been working on some more random vegan fact cards. Already fed my dog Bella. So yeah, I already did some stretches. We had a very, very windy night last night here in Italy. It was so windy that when you look out the window, there's things that have fallen, just been thrown and blown off of people's balconies, and it's fascinating. Like I just saw a random green shoe in the middle of someone's driveway, and boxes and all kinds of things. Where are you guys in the world? Yes, you can go to the washroom. Somebody asked if they can go to the washroom. Of course you can. Of course, you're making a reference to my song from when I used to teach English as a second language, and there was a song, right? Can I go to the washroom, please? And yes, you can. I'm happy to see you guys, people, some students from my past. Someone says I'm so pretty. Oh, you're so cute. Wait till I get angry, though, and then I don't look pretty. Anyway, thanks, guys, for being here. Someone said that they ate bacon for breakfast. Well, hopefully it was vegan bacon, because you wouldn't come in here and be mean, would you now? All right, so it says here on my necklace, it says, your vegan virginity was stolen from you. Your vegan virginity. Yeah, what do you think about that?
What do you mean that when I ate, like, if I ever ate meat, that's since... No, because you said your vegan virginity.
Yeah,
so what happened? I'm trying to understand it because I really don't know.
Yeah, it's something that I came up with to make people think a little bit. So when we talk about taking somebody's virginity away from them, it could be an act of sexual assault that they didn't consent to. Well, babies don't consent to their parents killing animals on their behalf. So when you're little, you trust your mom and dad. Your mom and dad come at you with a spoonful of mashed up peas, and they say, here comes the airplane, open your mouth. And you trust your parents. You open your mouth and you eat the mashed up peas, you eat the mashed up carrots. But one day they come at you with a mashed up dead animal on the spoon. And most babies, if they understood what was happening, would probably tell their moms and dads, no, I don't want you to pay somebody to kill an innocent animal, such as a cow or a chicken. I'd rather eat something else like lentils or some beans or chickpeas, tofu even.
Yeah, but do you think it harms the body of the child?
It's not the point, is that they are, I don't think so. I mean, it depends. Obviously, red meats and different meats are related to cancer and strokes and heart attacks and diabetes and high cholesterol and all this stuff. But here it's more of an ethical, moral question. And I'm kind of guilty of this myself. You know, when I didn't know better and my children were little, I fed them meat on a spoon like every other parent did. But now I feel bad about it because my kids, I think, would have been happy to be able to say, look, I was brought up vegan, I'm healthy, I never ate animals. So I think that was my fault. I took away my own children's vegan virginity. I put something in their mouth that they really didn't consent to because they didn't understand what was happening. Does that make sense?
Yes, that makes sense.
All right. Are you ready to read a card?
Yes, why not? That's not the first time, so we can do it again.
All right. Let's do it. Okay. So we are talking about animals on this channel, and we're talking about how vegans are not forcing anyone. We're not forcing anyone to be vegan, but they often say that they are. So here's a card for that. Sometimes, in my comments, it says, why are you forcing us to be vegan? And we're not. We're just here talking, right? Here you go.
Okay, yeah, can I read?
Yeah.
Okay, random vegan fact. No, vegans aren't forcing their beliefs on you. Vegans are just talking. The only one
Okay, hold on a
forcing
second. When
is
you're
you.
when you're reading, can you please pause when you see a period? Otherwise, the people here on YouTube, they don't know when one sentence starts and when one sentence ends. And each sentence is its own individual idea. Okay, so just take a breath when you get to a period.
Okay. Random vegan fact. No, vegans aren't forcing their beliefs on you. Vegans are just talking. The only one forcing is you, because you pay people to kidnap, breed, which is rape, stab, and murder innocent animals just so you can eat their tortured bodies.
Right. Okay, so vegans are not forcing anything on you. We are here just talking. If you guys feel like you are being forced, well, then remember that your brain is in charge of your own finger, and you came here on your own. Talking is not forcing. Forcing you to be vegan would be me going to your home, grabbing you and pinning you down and forcing you to eat tofu and putting toothpicks in your eyes and forcing you to watch documentaries like Dominion. That would be forcing. All right? Okay, thanks for reading a card. Appreciate you being here. Is there anything you'd like to ask me or say to make this world a better place?
Okay, yeah. Is there a documentary, like the most, like just give me one that is you think would change my whole perspective? Because I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm not vegan, but I would love to look into it. But is there something really specific?
Can you read this card?
Yes, random vegan fact. All brave and smart people want to learn the truth. Therefore, all brave and smart people will watch Earthlings on YouTube.
Yeah, there's one called Earthlings. That's one that I saw years ago, and it made me cry, and it makes pretty much everyone cry if they have any kind of a heart at all. And it's just the truth about what happens. So we can easily become vegan after watching this documentary. And remember that when I say that it's time for everyone to be vegan, it simply means just not paying for anyone to be harmed, and not stealing from animals. So for example, if we think about a duck, vegans would not steal their feathers and put them in a pillow or a blanket. And vegans would not steal any eggs from any kind of animals, like any kind of birds, like ducks or eagles or chickens. And vegans would not steal the wings to eat them of anyone. Make sense? So do you understand the definition of veganism? What does it mean?
When you explain it, yeah, because I'll watch you a couple of lives. That's not the first one.
Yeah. So if you were, because you're a teaching assistant here, how would you explain it to everybody else? Like if somebody said to you, what is the definition of veganism? What does it mean? This is a good way to explain it. Can you read that?
Okay, yeah. Random fact: veganism isn't a diet. It's a just this movement against the exploitation of animals.
Right. Let's practice the word justice. Justice.
Yeah.
Can you say it? Justice?
Justice, yeah.
Yeah, so it's a justice movement. Okay, so veganism is just a justice movement. It's actually not a diet. It is not about your health. It's not about whether you like me or not, or we're friends. It's being kind. It's doing the right thing, not exploiting animals. So not stealing from them, not stealing their lives, their freedom, their babies, their eggs, their milk, or anything. That's how I like to see it. Somebody asks me, I say, well, it just means you're not stealing from animals. Okay? All right.
Okay.
Okay, well, thank you so much for coming in, kind sir. You did a good job.
Thank you.
And I look forward to seeing you again. I hope you watch.
Can I say one thing? I'm sorry for every person that has anything and comes here and just becomes negative and says all the bad things, on behalf of all the people with the crosses and all that.
Well, thank
Christians are
you.
not like that.
That's really sweet. It is nice to see that there are some good men here in the world, and you are definitely one of them. Yeah, it's funny though. People just lash out at me and they say all kinds of things. They want to hurt me. They want to hunt me down. They want to violate me. They want to steal from me. And it's really just that they feel guilty. In reality, I don't believe that anyone really hates vegans. They just hate the mirror that we hold up to them. And everybody can be vegan. Yeah. Nobody hates vegans. They only hate the mirror vegans hold up to them. Nobody hates vegans. They just hate the fact they know they should be like them. And the truth is, they so easily can. Yeah, nobody hates vegans, not really. All right, hold on, let me just pause that for a sec. All right, guys, a bunch of you guys have just subscribed to my channel over here on my TikTok. Hey, thanks a lot for that. Let me just go back and read who is subscribing. Oh, hold on a second, let me pause that. All right, somebody says, love that song. Hey, thank you, Lucy. Yeah, I compose my songs at my piano, most of them, sometimes with my guitar or my ukulele, but I just put my camera on the piano there, and I just press start, and I just play, and I sing sometimes just very simple songs. They're good for TikTok and to give across a simple message. So thanks, I'm glad you like it. Toka asks me if I have a religion. I am a Unitarian Universalist. This is a religion I chose for myself a long time ago, about 37 years ago or more even. And this is the most open religion that I could find. However, even that religion is not the greatest at the moment, because although they voted to end the exploitation of all beings, in some of the churches and congregations, there's still cow's milk on the counter. And that's in violation of something that they even voted for themselves. So I call on all Unitarian Universalists to be morally consistent and not be hypocrites. And at coffee hour, there should be no cow's milk on the table. There should be no cookies with eggs on the table. There should be at no events at all any meat on the table, no dead animals. Every Unitarian Universalist church should have no dead animals or body parts being brought into it. So I'm advocating for them to simply keep the word, the promise they made to themselves. If you know any Unitarians, tell them that I'm on to them. If you know any Unitarian Universalists, that's kind of the longer way to say it, tell them Miss Katie is watching them. And in 2026, I'm calling them out every single day. All right, so let's see what we're here. Somebody says, she be reading invisible comments. Okay, so I'm not sure why you're saying that, but just talking about Unitarians there. So you're going to actually be going into a timeout. That's a 30-minute timeout for you because you just lied, right? So don't lie. It's very simple. Just don't lie here. Okay, somebody named Blitz is here. Thank you for the 10 roses. And hold on, let me read who has just subscribed to me. Somebody says, remove all clothing, please. Okay, why? What does that have to do with veganism? I might be on the beach. I will be on the beach and I'll be having a bathing suit on, but it has nothing to do with what I'm doing here. Annie Sass, thanks for sharing the live. Somebody asks, what time is it for me? And it is 5 minutes to 8 in the morning here in Italy. Somebody said, you followed me. Thank you so much. Yeah, Annie, thanks a lot for sharing. Cosmo, thanks for reposting my live stream. That means a lot to me. And what else? Janie says, but animals taste good. Well, yes, they might taste good, but if aliens came to Earth, they might think you taste good. So think about what you would say to the aliens if they came. They said, I want to eat you. You taste good. You would say, no, please don't eat me. Please go eat some tofu and some lentils and some beans. Go have some pasta with some tomato sauce, right? So just because animals taste good is not a reason for you to eat them, right? So don't write that again. Thank you very much for joining. We have Ugly, somebody came in. Don't call yourself that. We have Mike who just came in, Aaron Rossi. Hello, thanks for coming in, everybody. Thank you for sharing. Somebody's asking if I support the LGBTQ community. Well, I support freedom. This is a beautiful freedom flag. This is a liberty flag. I support freedom for all. I support ending oppression. I don't necessarily support every single member of the LGBTQ if they are fueling themselves on the corpses of innocent animals. I support kindness. I support people who are consistent. Don't be waving your flag around and saying, I'm so oppressed. Meanwhile, you're eating a chicken wing. Okay, you have just been the oppressor. All members of the LGBTQ, plus, minus, divided sign, whatever all the extra things are there, two-spirit, all of you guys should be vegan. Not a single one of you should say that you're not vegan. Everyone should say, I'm striving to be as vegan as possible because I don't want to be morally inconsistent. All right, this is what we love about this flag. It's a freedom flag, and it applies to everyone. It's a freedom flag. It applies to everybody in the world, including straight people who believe in freedom, including every single animal. And it also happens to be the rainbow flag, and we should be eating a wide variety of healthy vegan foods every day. All right? You're all on your way to being vegan. Every single person who is here. Somebody asked me, do I like Ukrainian food? I don't know what that has to do with anything. I'm an ethics teacher. I'm an animal rights activist. Whether I like a certain type of food or not, first of all, what is Ukrainian food? The food speaks Ukrainian? Like, what do Ukrainians eat? It's like saying Italian food. What's Italian food? Here in Italy, we eat lemons and we eat oranges. We eat zucchinis. We eat all kinds of things here. We even have bananas here. What's Italian food? I don't buy these labels. All right, let's get to the next person. By the way, thank you again for subscribing to Marjorie. I saw you just subscribed. And thank you to Jamie, who just shared the live. Pasta is not necessarily vegan, Italian food. Pasta is served, pasta is noodles. Noodles are everywhere in the world. Hello. Welcome to my live stream.
Hi.
Hi, you ready to read a card?
Hi.
Hi. You ready to read a card? Okay, so this is about a documentary called Christspiracy, which has a very interesting take on the Bible, which tells us that Jesus was in fact vegan. Please read this card.
Random vegan facts. All brave and smart people want to learn the truth. Therefore, all brave and smart people will watch Christspiracy at Christspiracy.com.
Right. Have you ever heard of this one before?
I have. I think I've been in your lives before when you've talked about it.
Okay, very cool. All right, here's another card for you to read. This is Random Vegan Fact, number 34.
Random vegan fact. If you're not vegan, you're paying people to be violent towards animals, which makes you as cruel as the murderer. Be better, stay vegan. Start now.
All right, be better, be vegan. Start now. Yeah, stay vegan if you already are. Okay, what's the first rule of Vegan Club? Do you remember?
I do not, unfortunately.
Okay, so the first rule of Vegan Club is that you come out as a vegan. You tell everybody that you're vegan. Here it is. Let's read it together. Can you read this?
Yes. Random vegan facts. The first rule of Vegan Club is to tell everyone you're vegan, not to show off, but because we have a duty to try to undo the harm we did in the past.
Right? So in the past, all of us ate animals, all of us exploited them, paid people to hurt them, and what we have to do now is come out as a vegan. Don't be a quiet vegan in your house, in your home, just quietly in your corner. You must tell everybody that you're vegan. You admit that you made mistakes in the past. You admit that you paid somebody to steal eggs and milk and the body parts of animals, and you say, I'm out now, I want to change. I'm out as a vegan, and I'm going to save 100 animals per year from now on, because that's what happens when you become vegan. Did you know that?
I did.
Yeah, it's cool, right? Okay, is there anything else you would like to add to the conversation here today to help make the world a better place?
I actually have a question for you. So what's your opinion on people who say that you eat like all of the animals' food?
Do you really not know the answer to that? What's a lion's
I'm just
what's a lion's food? What does a lion eat? A lion might eat a zebra, right? A lion might eat a zebra, right? Do I eat zebras?
No, because that's unethical to eat as
But it
a
has nothing
human
to
being. It's just
well,
not
has
something
has nothing to do with ethics, because you just asked me, what do I say or what should we respond? So if somebody says that I'm eating the animal's food, I will say, no, a lion's food is a zebra. I'm not eating a zebra. So what do you mean?
But, so what I mean is like, because you can say you're not eating a lion, so you're not eating their food, but you're also eating the
vegans, if you
zebra's
love
food.
animals so much, why are you eating their
If
food?
you know what I'm like.
I don't know. Maybe it's because they have their food and we have our food. You know, kind of like when you're sitting at the table beside your sister. She has her food and you have your food. And also, if you actually care about food and animals, then you wouldn't be eating animals. You'd be being kind and not filtering food through the animals first, which is highly inefficient and terrible for the environment.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Oh.
Let's listen again. Hey, vegans.
Hey, vegans, if you love animals so much, why are you eating their food? I don't know. Maybe it's because they have their food and we have our food. You know, kind of like when you're sitting at the table beside your sister. She has her food and you have your food. And also, if you actually care about food and animals, then you wouldn't be eating animals. You'd be being kind and not filtering food through the animals first, which is highly inefficient and terrible for the environment.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Oh.
Okay, so how are you going to respond to that in the future?
Hey, vegans, if you
hold
love...
on. Sorry, I forgot what I was going to say.
Well, you asked me a question. You said, how do we respond if somebody says, hey, why are you eating the animal's food? So what are you going to answer? Once you're a vegan, what are you going to say?
Well, I'm not going to be a vegan.
Yes, you will.
That's
Yes,
just
you will.
my opinion.
Yes,
but
you
I
will.
like
Of course
to come
you
in
will.
here so I can express my opinion.
But
So,
I
what
don't
do you
care.
believe
Actually,
on
I don't
equal
care
rights?
about your opinion. If you're telling me here that
Okay.
your intentions, if you're no, it doesn't work that way. You just told me you're never going to be vegan. Okay. Well, first of all, everyone said that. Right? And everybody changed. But you also said you've been watching me for a long time. So you know that you are deliberately hurting animals, right? You told me, you said, I don't ever want to be vegan. Now, some people say that at first because they're just kind of alarmed. But once they've watched the live several times and they know that they're being assholes to animals and that they can stop, that it's healthy to be vegan, that you don't need to keep hurting them. If you come here and you tell me, I'm never going to be vegan, but I just want to come in here and give you my opinion. Here's my response to that. I don't care about your opinion. What you've just told me is that you are unkind. You don't have an open heart or an open mind. So why are you here? Just to express your opinion about how you like to hurt animals? No. Okay, so you made a big mistake. Your mistake was that you said that you never want to be vegan and also that you've been watching my channel for a long time. So instead, what you should have said is, Miss Katie, I'm finding it hard. I do want to be vegan. I don't want to hurt animals, but I'm here to keep on learning. Do you see the difference? There's a huge difference. One shows that you're open-minded and kind. The other one shows that you're cruel. Right? So don't come back. Don't come back in here unless the next time you come, you are prepared to say what I just told you. All right? Okay, thanks for understanding. Guys, over here, if you have a super chat that you want to put in, you want to ask me something specifically, and you notice that I'm not looking at that much over here on YouTube, it's because I've got TikTok here, I have YouTube over here, and it's going very fast, and it's hard for me to get to everyone. If you have a specific kind thing you want to say, put a super chat in and say, Miss Katie, I'm vegan now. Or you can say, you have a specific question, like say maybe you heard some rumor or something that you're just like, I really want to clarify that. Then put a super chat in, all right? Okay, all right, let's go over here. We have this Goofy that just came in. We have Maddie. Hey, Maddie, thanks for coming in. Thank you to SpongeBob and Ashley Buxton. We have also Laura who came in. Guys, I appreciate you all coming in. Thanks for coming in. And don't forget to tap on the screen 100 times each, which is kind of fun to do. All right, no rodeo hats, Andrea. I saw that. Okay, I don't want rodeo hats. Not at all. Not even a single one. Okay? Don't do that. Rodeo hats are cruel because what they do is they represent the rodeo. No, I just said no rodeo hats, right? Here's your card, whoever wants to come in and read it. Here it says random vegan fact number 9. Vegans don't go to rodeos because it's cruel that cowboys use horses by forcing them to charge towards frightened baby cows. Okay, so when you put the rodeo hat on my head, what you're telling me is that you're a cruel person and that you don't care. Here you go. Read that. Okay, read that nice and slowly to yourselves. Let's get somebody to come in and read it, actually. Now, I'm not going to get this person at the top because they are probably the person who has been spamming the rodeo hats. Let's see. Yeah, Andrea, you're not coming in. I know you want to talk to me, but I'm not going to talk to you. Okay, because you're being cruel. Hi, do you know how to read?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, can you please read this random vegan fact about rodeos and why I don't want rodeo hats on the screen?
Yes, I can. A random vegan fact: vegans don't go to rodeos because it's cruel that cowboys use horses by forcing them to charge towards frightened baby cows, tackle them, tie them up, and abuse them for entertainment.
Okay, so I don't want any rodeo hats on my head, guys. You want to interact with me, you can put the dancing fruit on my desk, which is always a great reminder to people to eat more fruits. It's good for the gut microbiome, fruits and vegetables. Eat healthy vegan foods. It's good for everyone. No rodeo hats on my head. I already said no.
No rodeo hats, please.
No, thank you. Guys, everyone tap on the screen 100 times because we have a new vegan teacher in here who is going to be continuing to read cards. As long, you can tell them actually. What's your name, Blitz?
Yeah, my name is Blitz.
Okay.
My real name is Evan.
Okay, so Evan, first things first, okay, I want you to change your name to Evan because everybody has to be able to call you, unless you want me to call you Blitz, it's okay, if that's the name you want to go with. But all of your accounts should have the same name here on TikTok. It should be Blitz for the animals or Evan for the animals or Evan for justice or something like that, okay? So that it clearly says like how you identify. If I click on your account right now, let me see what it says. It says that you have 1,131 followers, and it doesn't say anything. It says, I do have a girlfriend, not sorry, at Alex. Okay, so you're better than this, okay, Blitz? Evan, you can do better, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
This little stuff about you and your girlfriend, it's so, okay, it's between you and your friends. Here is a social media platform where you can change the world. You can make the world a better place. You can be such a great influence. You can save 100 animals per year by being vegan, but by talking about it on social media and even just writing in your name, Evan defends animals, something like that, just them reading your name will be like, oh, maybe I should defend animals too, they're going to think, okay? By the way, have you ever met the person named Vegan Evan yet?
No, I have not.
So this is a little guy. He started out as a vegan when he was really little. His mom, they live in Florida, and he has accounts. I'm not sure how old he is now, 17 or something like that, maybe even 18. I don't know.
That's all I am.
Yeah, his name is Vegan Evan. Go and look him up on social media and just say to him, maybe you can also call your account something similar, and you can be like, hey, there's two of us. Let's work together. All right. Well, thanks for coming in. Do you want to read another card?
Yeah, sure.
All right. So this is about vegan pet food. This is dog food for dogs. So it's vegan. All right. Here we go. Please read this card.
Okay. Random vegan fact. Sadly, every year 6 billion animals are slaughtered to feed pet dogs. If we transition them to only plant-exclusive kibble, we could feed 449 million more people.
Okay, so it's incredible, these kind of statistics that there are. So I feed my dog vegan dog food. It looks like this. It comes usually in a big bag, actually. Big bag that we order online. So my dog Bella has been vegan now since August 2017. So she's 11 and a half years old now. She's been vegan the vast majority of her life. And it's just like regular dog food. Feed her 1 cup in the morning and 1 cup in the evening, with some water mixed in, and it has all the protein and vitamins that she needs. So if everyone ordered only vegan dog food, we would save so many other animals from being harmed.
Yeah.
Right. Okay, well, thank you for coming in. Do you want to talk about some vegan foods as they pertain to our flag, our coming out flag? For example,
I was just wondering if I could say a speech.
Okay.
Most of us grow up never questioning what's on our plate. It's just normal. Burgers, chicken, milk, and it's what we're used to. But at some point, I started thinking, if I don't need to eat animals to survive, then why am I? Going vegan isn't about being perfect. It's not about judging anyone. It's about making a small shift, choosing compassion when you can. Every meal is a choice, and those choices add up. One less animal harmed, less impact on the environment, a healthier lifestyle for ourselves. You don't need to change everything overnight. Even one plant-based meal, 1 day a week, that's already a step. Because at the end of the day, it's not about being extreme, it's about being aware. And once you're aware, you realize we all have the power to make a better choice.
You know, Evan, that was superb. It was right to the point, and it wasn't too long. It was just perfect for TikTok. And I'm going to say something to you, okay? Every single time you come in here, I want you to change your name to Evan, okay? If you can, or something like with the word vegan in it. Change your logo so I can clearly see that it's a vegan logo, like, I don't know, a piece of broccoli or the V, or write your name like mine is, like That Vegan Evan or something. And read that speech you can read that speech every single time you come in here. Keep it close to your phone.
Okay.
Because, you know, you just help the world. You just help because you're a young man and you're showing that you have compassion. So you've just taught hundreds and hundreds of young people here that you can be kind, open-minded, and fair. And, you know, you weren't rude like so many other people. And I deeply appreciate you. Thank you so much for that. I'll see
Thank you, ma'am.
I'll see you later, okay? I do live streams several times a day. I'll see you maybe later, or I'll see you tomorrow, okay? Have an excellent day, Evan. Hey, and whoever put this vegan ice cream in front of me, thank you. That's the kind of decorations I like. You know, you brighten up our day when you do that. All right, let's go over here and just gonna get a new song here. So this one is about every day's a new day to learn, to open your heart. Every day's a new day to learn, to discover your empathy. Every day's a new day to learn and to be vegan with me. Thanks everyone for coming in. Hi, you guys on YouTube. Hi. Thanks for coming in. Every day's a new day to learn, to discover your empathy. Every day's a new day to learn and to be vegan with me. All right, everybody, don't forget to tap on the screen 100 times each, and after you have done it, write 100 in the comments. Then you do another 100, and then you write 200 in the comments. All right, we're looking to see who is able to participate and to encourage all of our teaching assistants here. We have somebody next whose name is unknown. That's literally what they call themselves. We're going to help them to get a better name than that. Hello, unknown. Oh, do you still hear? You just muted yourself. Hello, I can't hear you. You've just muted yourself. Do you want me to help you to get out? Is that what happened? You got in here by accident? Hey, unknown. Okay, I'll take you out. There we go. All right. Okay, maybe you came in by accident, or maybe, I don't know, maybe you're on the toilet. I don't know. All right, let's go to the next person here. We got somebody here named Emily Rose who wants to come in and be a teaching assistant. When you come in, your first thing you do is you tell everybody, hey everyone, tap on this 100 times to encourage me as the new teaching assistant. Okay, every single person that comes in, that is what you should be doing.
Hello?
Hi,
Hi.
do your job, tell everyone.
Oh, tap the screen 100 times, guys. Everyone, 100 times, please.
You forgot to say why. That's the important part.
Oh,
not just for no
sorry,
reason.
to miss out on the algorithm.
Because you, Misha, are the new teaching assistant. You have to say the whole sentence. And they're going to encourage
because
you.
I'm the teaching assistant so that everyone can go vegan and like get on the algorithm and everything.
Well, it's because we're starting here with you, sweetheart, at 21.8 thousand, okay? And you say, guys, we're starting at 21.8 thousand. Let's get that up. And then you tell them to encourage you. Because the idea is that I should shut up. And you should do the whole teaching when you're here. All right?
Okay, everyone, let's get to 30,000 likes. Oh, okay. 14. Oh, and comment 100 when you've done it. Non-vegans are racist towards animals. They treat them differently based on how they look. Vegans, on the other hand, protect all animals, not just cats and dogs. Vegans are against all forms of racism to anyone. Random vegan fact 14.
Very good. All right, so you guys over here on my YouTube channel, if there's something that I'm missing, I'm gonna try and see if I can read. It's not going too fast, so maybe I can read a couple of things. You guys make sure you all take a screenshot of this on TikTok and give me 1 second, okay? On YouTube, somebody, oh, thank you, Luck. You just wrote the letter L. Thank you for all the love. And you know it also stands for lentil, so go ahead and spam as many letter L's as you
Guys,
want.
everyone tap the screen. Please, everyone tap the screen.
All right, what else do we have here? And somebody, let me see what somebody wrote, that they ride horses. Okay, so Just Live, it's not vegan to ride horses because they don't consent to be tied up, put in barns. They don't want a saddle on them. That's a dead cow when you put a saddle on a horse. They don't want that, okay? So don't ride horses anymore. Somebody else is writing that they love eating enemas. I don't know what an enema is. Sounds like enema. But don't eat your enema, okay? An enema goes into your backside. It helps you to poop, all right? So don't eat your enema. What else is somebody writing here? Somebody's writing Fuch vegans, F-U-C-H, Fuch vegans. I don't know what Fuch means. Maybe just
Guys, everyone be vegan.
Yeah, I don't know what Fuch means. Okay. All right. So thanks again for the
Neither
letter
do I.
L. Hey, Mira. Thanks for the L. Thanks for the love. Okay. So, yeah, so we want people to not be racist towards animals, which is called speciesism or speciesism, right? Do you agree?
And don't, like, yeah, just be compassionate towards animals, like the last person said. And also, I like to say, like, little differences. It will lead up to a big, like, impact in the future. So, yeah, just make sure you're putting your part in and making an effort, basically.
All right. Good one. I agree. Everybody can do their part to make this world a better place. Let's put that over here and put this over here.
Also, can I ask something?
Yeah.
Is Bella a Labrador? Or, like, what breed is she?
Oh, so I don't like that question. Can you guess why?
Oh,
Can you guess why?
I didn't mean to be rude.
No, I know.
don't
It's
know.
okay. It's okay. All right. So Bella is a dog, a beautiful dog, and it would be like me asking you, like, what breed are you? You know, it's like I find it's meaningless. You know, like it doesn't matter what kind of a quote unquote breed she is. And this is the problem with the world, actually, is that people care about the breed, the so-called breed of their dog. And they are sentient beings, and it doesn't matter what their breed is. Now, if you ask me a different question, let's say you just wanted to picture what she looks like, okay? That's different. That's like saying, what does Bella look like? Is she big? Is she small? You know, does she have a big snout, or does she have a flat face? That would be different because you're just trying to imagine what she's like. But when asking what breed she is, it's almost like, is she a purebred? Is she like a perfect dog? Does she have some other dogs mixed in? Because, like, what exactly is a Labrador? Like, what if dogs are Labradors, but they have a little bit of a Chihuahua in them? What does that make them? So I don't like that kind of terminology.
That's good. I was just wondering, I guess.
Yeah. So have you ever seen her before? Have you seen
Kind
Bella?
of, because a few years ago, I think I've seen her on your channel.
Okay, well,
I've seen
she's
her
in-
outside in the garden.
Okay, so Bella was just on my live stream just a few days ago, actually. I was dancing and she came in. She was just kind of like moving around, trying to figure out what the heck I was doing. She put her paws on me here. She put her paws on the desk. She's like wondering what's going on. There's loads of videos with me with Bella at the dog park. And to answer your question, for those of you who don't know what my vegan dog looks like, she is brown and she's, I would say, medium, kind of large-ish. She's a light brown color, and she's very soft, and she's very healthy, even though she's 11 and a half. She kind of looks wolf-ish, as opposed to those dogs who are bred over and over to look like Frankenstein type of dogs. Those poor things. You know, it's wrong of us to breed dogs. We should never have gotten into that in the first place. It's wrong to breed anyone.
Oh, I thought she was golden.
She's a light brown color, yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Did you have another dog before?
I've had dogs growing up, for example. Well, I've had other dogs. I had a dog named Lacey who was white, and she looked just like a little lamb at one point. Yeah, I've had different animals. I've had 2 cats and so on. All right, thank you very much for being here. You did a great job, Misha. Guys, everyone, let's tap on the screen 100 times each to thank Misha because she was a good teaching assistant. All right, tapping on the screen is fun. Look, I'll give you something to tap onto, okay? Give you someone. This is a cute little pig. Guys on TikTok, tap over here on the little paw and say, I'm sorry, little piggy, that I hurt you. Okay, tap over here on the little head. You see the little see the little hearts that come out? Okay, say, I'm sorry, little piggy, that I ate your mom and dad. Okay, it was wrong. It was very wrong. And so look at that. We're already up. You see that, guys? There's such nice people over here on TikTok. And we've already got this up to 29.7 thousand. It's fun, right? To tap the hearts. And it gives you something to do. That's what I do when I go to vegan live streams also. I just tap the whole time. And then I say, that's my way of saying thank you to the person doing the live stream. Hey, okay, we got the letter K over here. Somebody put a K for kale. Nice. K is for kale. Yes, and also for kiwis. All right. So today what we're going to do is, somebody says, I don't know what somebody's saying here. Do I like Flamingo, the YouTuber? Don't know that person. Sorry. All right, so guys on YouTube, if you want to put a super chat in and you want me to read it out loud, that's the way that it works over here. If you have something really important that you've been dying to tell me, you can put it in a super chat. I'll be over here on TikTok, but I'll be looking out of the corner of my eye. And I'm really sorry if I miss some of them. If they're the blue kind, they sort of tend to go off often faster, and I kind of miss them, but I'll try not to, okay? And sorry if I do. Jordan is here. Hey, Jordan, thanks for coming in. Thank you very much for being here. How are you doing, Jordan?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm great, thank you. All right, what do you know about veganism so far?
No meat. No meat or animal products.
Right, so veganism is, read this.
Veganism isn't a diet, it's a justice movement against the exploitation of animals.
Okay, so that means we don't use animals, we don't steal from them, right? Here's another card for you to read. This is why we don't drink cow's milk. Did you already know, do you drink cow's milk or eat cheese?
I do.
Okay, so this is why you should stop. Oh, thank you very much for the super chat to somebody named Plastic Rebel 597. Thanks for the 99 cents. I'm going to put that towards my cranberry budget. I like to have a little bit of cranberries in the morning on my oatmeal, make it taste sweet. And I get the kind of cranberries that are not sweetened with sugar, but rather sweetened with apple juice. We buy them in bulk. So press a heart on that and the like button. Thank you to Plastic Rebel. I hope you change your account name to call yourself Vegan Rebel. That'd be cool. All right, please read this so you know why you should never drink cow's milk again. Read the whole thing. The dairy.
I'm not gonna read it because it's not true. I don't believe in it.
Okay. Well, it is. It's actually true, sweetheart. And I'm gonna let you go then, because if you don't believe in the truth, I'm sorry that you're trying to hide the truth from yourself. Okay, but this is actually true, and you can go onto the internet and read it anywhere. You can watch thousands and thousands of videos of this happening to these individuals. It's pretty sad, especially if you watch this documentary here called Dominion. You will see it. It will make you cry, because it's true what happens. And I'm sorry that you're lying to yourself, but it's okay. I understand you're afraid to know the truth. Hey, shout out Batpan, says somebody. Okay, I don't know who Batpan is. I heard of Batman. Batpan. Is that a group? Is that a rock group or something? Shout out Batpan. Sorry, I can't press like on that because I don't know if Batpan is someone or a group, or I don't know. Why don't you tell me when you write something like that a little bit more detail, okay? It would be helpful next time. All right. So everyone, here is what actually happens. In the dairy industry, they rape the mother cows. So they force them to be pregnant. They pin them down. They put a glove on that's this long. They put the sperm at the tip. They force their whole arm into the cow, force her to be pregnant. This is the truth. After that, the boys are born and they are kidnapped in the dairy industry. Why? Because they're considered to be useless. Because they'll never grow up to be able to produce milk. So they kill them so that humans can steal the milk. Every time you drink milk, you should think of milk as being not white, but red, filled with blood, because it comes from a cycle of violence. They repeat the cycle over and over because people keep buying milk, cheese, yogurt, and ice cream. So you should just drink soy milk instead from now on, okay? All right, let's keep this here for a little while for you guys on YouTube. Make sure you take a screenshot. Everyone should have this screenshot of this card in your phone under a title called Vegan Cards. Open an album in your phone, call it Vegan Cards. Every time you see a card on the screen, take a screenshot. And that way, when you're vegan, you'll have the answer to all the different questions that people ask you, okay? So if they say to you, why are you vegan? Why don't you drink cow's milk? Why don't you eat yogurt? You'll be able to pull out this card and say, here's why, and show it to them. Okay, you don't have to memorize everything. Just take pictures of all the cards as you're becoming vegan, and you'll gradually, eventually, you'll know it by heart. All right, Tiki Talk, thank you so much for being here. Let me see if you are joining me right now. If you are reposting this, I'm going to read your name out loud. Hold on. If you repost it, I want to thank you for that. And if you subscribe. So we have here Vegan Evan liked the live. Hey, Vegan Evan. All right. I just realized I made a mistake, though, because now there's 2 Vegan Evans, and I'll get you guys mixed up. But anyway, it's okay. All right. Oh, Annie Assas, thanks for sharing the live 4 times. We're looking for people to repost the live. Let me see if you reposted it. All right. Thank you, Peter, for reposting. Thank you so much, Bailey393, for reposting. Oh, I see the super chat. Hold on, I gotta catch it. I saw the blue. Hold on. Okay, Booster for Life wrote, you legit have no clue, so why push false claims? All right, so I'm not pushing false claims. I'm pushing scientific data, peer-reviewed evidence, and you don't really have to be a rocket scientist to know what's going on. Now, the problem with you, Booster, is that you're afraid of the truth, right? Because you want to keep drinking cow's milk. I get it. So you're going to tell yourself some sort of lie, and you're going to pretend that the cows somehow just magically want to give you milk. Like, sweetheart, you're not a baby anymore, okay? It's not normal to go underneath a cow and suck, because you're not a baby and you never were a cow, okay? It's time to drink soy milk now. All right, let's play the song. Let's play the one about drink soy milk, oat milk, okay? Here we go. Drink soy milk, oat milk, rice milk, almond milk. Don't steal milk from a cow. Be vegan, start right now. Follow that vegan teacher. She will show you how. That's me. Follow me and I'll show you how. Drink soy milk. You can do it. Drink soy milk, oat milk, rice milk, almond milk. Don't steal milk from a cow. Be vegan, start right now. I'm going to show you how one more time, guys. Let's memorize it. Sing it in the shower. Let's go. You could do it. Drink soy milk, oat milk, rice milk, almond milk. Don't steal milk from a cow. Be vegan, start right now. Follow that vegan teacher. She will show you how. There we go. I stopped that, cut off my own note a little bit there. Let's also go to this one, which is skip the meat. Skip the dairy. Right? You don't need to eat anyone.
Go. Skip the meat, skip the eggs, skip the dairy, skip the milk, skip the cheese.
Be vegan with me.
Skip the leather, skip the fur, leave animals alone. They're sentient beings.
They're not made of stone.
Skip the circus, skip SeaWorld,
Skip the rodeo. Being vegan is the right way to go. Skip feeling helpless like there's nothing you can do. If I can be vegan, so can you. Skip with empathy. Skip the cruelty. Subscribe to my channel and be vegan with me. There you go. And if anybody in your family knows how to skip, get out a skipping rope and skip to that song. You can find it over on TikTok, and I'm going to repost that again another time for those of you who missed it. Hey, Peyton. Thank you for the roses, Peyton. Who else we have putting little roses? We got ads. Thank you for the little rose on the screen. Thanks for the decorations, guys. We haven't had any fruit coming in a while, guys. And that's, if you want to help the world to remember to eat their fiber, put some fruit on my desk, okay? Make it dance. That makes it fun. All right, so let's put this over here, and let's get the next person in here on TikTok. So we have somebody named, somebody's name is Ads, and they have a couple of soccer balls as their image, and they have 31 followers. I'm not convinced that this person is an adult. I'm not really sure about that. I mean, we can check, though. Sometimes people open accounts when they're little and they never change them. But You have to be over 18, okay? It's TikTok rules. Hello.
Hi.
Hi, can you please read this card?
Yeah. Random vegan fact. Plants have all the protein you need to stay healthy, so you never need to eat meat, fish, eggs, cheese, or drink cow's milk.
All right. So now you know the facts, and now you can strive to be vegan. Let's look at our flag for a second, okay?
Also, can you let Savannah join?
Who's Savannah?
I don't know. He's spamming.
Pardon? Sorry, do you want to look at the flag and try, and do you know how to read in the comment section? We're going to ask people to write down vegan foods, okay? So we're looking for vegan foods that are red. Vegan foods that are red. You look on TikTok and I'll look on YouTube, okay? Is that okay with you?
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay, so don't wiggle around, and you have to read them real quick, okay? All right, I'm going to look on my side. Somebody already over here wrote tomato. Good job. Tomato, we got apple on this side. So I'm winning by 2. You got to read yours real quick.
We got apple over here.
Yeah, I already said apple and tomato, so don't say those again. Something else that's new. Let me see. New ones, guys. Vegan foods that are red. Come on, YouTube, you can do it.
Watermelon.
Watermelon's red. Yeah. Oh, I got strawberry. Vegan foods that are red, guys. We're just doing red for now. All right, let's go. This person needs a timeout, okay? You're in a timeout because you wrote that you eat animals, okay? Guys, that's not helpful here.
Cherry, radish.
Cherry and radish. Okay, let's go. Let's keep going. All right. Vegan foods that are orange. Orange, everyone. Vegan foods that are orange. Put them in your shopping cart. Peace begins on your plate, so open up your heart. Orange, okay. Orange pepper. Good job. We're just doing orange, guys. Carrot. Vegan foods that are orange is carrot. And did anyone say the one that we think of at Halloween? The one at Halloween, guys. Vegan food that's orange at Halloween. What is it? Who can do it? Nope, lobster is not vegan. Somebody said, no. Oh, okay, somebody's got it here. Herla, vegan, always. Thank you, Herla. Thank you. You owe pumpkin.
We got pumpkin.
Yeah, pumpkin. Good job. All right, thanks, everybody, for sharing the live stream, by the way. And, all right, so we've done the red, we've done the orange, and we're going to continue this as we go on with other live streams throughout the day. All right, I want to thank you very much for being here. Thank you so much for striving to be as vegan as possible. That is wonderful. And now we're going to listen to another song, and this is called It Takes 100 Clicks to Be Vegan. And that's what we're going to dance to. We like to dance to that one because it reminds us that we're on our way to be vegan. Every single person can be vegan. So come and dance with me, all right? It's good for you, okay? Not good to lie around all the time. Everybody needs a little break throughout their day to get some dancing and get their body moving, all right? So adjust your clothing. If your underwear's in your butt, pull it out. You know, fix yourself up, get ready, all right? And now we're going to start the song. Now, it's not an excuse to just lie in bed and do nothing. If you're in bed, for whatever reason, you have a stomachache, you can still move your arms, okay? If you're on the toilet, you can still do this. If you're drying the dishes, you can do this, all right? You can move. All right, let's go. It takes 100 clicks to be vegan.
It takes 100 clicks until you're vegan. Gotta get the message in your head. It takes 100 clicks until you're vegan. Gotta get the message in your heart. It takes 100 clicks until you're vegan. Gotta be smart enough to grow. It takes 100 clicks until you're vegan. Gotta be brave enough to say no to the status quo. Can you do it? Yes, you can. Here are the first steps of your 100-click plan. Google vegan athletes and vegan recipes. You will learn that plants provide all the protein your body needs. Okay, so now that you know you can be 100% healthy as a vegan, it's time to watch the important documentaries. Because otherwise, without this vital information, you'll never fully understand. Your success as a vegan depends on you watching these. So here they are. Repeat after me. Earthlings, Earthlings, Dominion movement, what the hell, health. The game changers, the game changers. Cowspiracy, cowspiracy, seaspiracy, seaspiracy, Christspiracy, Christspiracy. It takes 100 clicks until you're vegan. Whoa, gotta get the message in your head. It takes 100 clicks until you're vegan. Whoa, gotta get the message in your heart. It takes 100 clicks until you're vegan. Whoa, gotta be smart enough to grow. It takes 100 clicks until you're vegan. Whoa, gotta be brave enough to say no to the status quo. All right, so let's go over what we've learned. It takes 100 clicks until you're vegan. Plants have protein. You're going to be completely healthy. You just got to eat properly. Being vegan is going to help you. It's going to help the planet. And you're going to be saving 100 animals per year. It takes 100 clicks until you're vegan. Whoa, gotta get the message in your head. It takes 100 clicks until you're vegan. Whoa, gotta get the message in your heart. It takes 100 clicks until you're vegan. Whoa, gotta be smart enough to grow. It takes 100 clicks until you're vegan. Whoa, gotta be brave enough to say no to the status quo.
Thank you for being here, everyone. In case you're just joining us, I'm Miss Katie, That Vegan Teacher, and that was recess time. No, I forgot to put my watch on. That was about 300 steps. Every time you are here in class, you're going to get healthy, mentally healthy by learning some stuff, and physically healthy because we dance. That's right. Damn. I wish there's a way to add it on. Does it ever happen to you? You have a way to measure your steps, but you forget to put your watch on, and then it's like, damn. Now the algorithm, or whatever it's called, the app is going to think I'm lazy. Anyway, okay, guys, so you can't see the animals. They're hidden from your sight. This is the truth. Can't see the animals. Let's get somebody to read this, all right? The animals, they are hidden from our sights. There are billions and billions of them who need our help right now. They're on factory farms crying.
Hey guys, everybody like 100 times.
Wow, 1 point right away. Just that you forgot to tell them why, okay? Say, hi, I'm the new teaching assistant. Introduce yourself, say where you are in the world, and something like that. And say, hey guys, encourage me.
Okay. Hey guys, so I'm the new teacher's assistant. I'm 19 years old. I'm currently in college, and I just turned vegan about gonna be 6 months now, and I'm just still continuing on my vegan journey, and it's been great. I feel amazing.
That was the best introduction I have ever heard. I thank you so much. I wish that everybody would come in. You see, I didn't have to coach you. You're like watching. That's great. And you told everyone, tell everyone tap 100 times on the screen to encourage not me, but you as the teaching assistant. So another thing you could do is you can just say, guys, we're at 43,000. I'd like to get up to whatever, 47,000 or something like that.
Okay.
Don't be too greedy, but just get people to tap on the screen the longer you stay, the higher the number gets. All right, guys, so yeah, tap on the screen to encourage our new teaching assistant. Look at that. You just already got up by 300 just because they like you. All right, here we go. Let's read this card.
Okay, random vegan fact. You can't see the animals. They're hidden from your sight. Their terrified eyes are pleading with all their might for you to save them by being vegan from now on.
Yeah. All right, so let's show this over here to my YouTube channel. Guys, don't forget to take a screenshot so that when you are asked different questions...
Add it to your vegan folder.
Yeah, you can have an album on your phone that's called Vegan Cards, and then every time you get a new card, just take a snapshot of it and put it in there. It's awesome. All right, thank you very much for being here. I do appreciate you, and thanks for...
Can I also read like a poem that is about veganism?
Okay. How long is it? As long as it's not too long. Okay, you've just gone out of the app though, unfortunately, and now I can't see you. You've muted yourself.
Oh.
All right, there we go. There we go.
Here, can I just pull it up on my computer really quick? It's really short.
Okay.
But yeah, I just saw it on Pinterest.
Okay.
And it's like really beautiful. It was really heartfelt. And I just really like enjoyed reading it.
Okay, as long as you can get there quickly enough, then that would be all right.
Okay.
If not, next
Could we
time.
read another random vegan fact?
Yeah, okay, so I just want to talk a little bit about your account, okay? Your name is called Zaynep,
Okay.
and when I look at it, you have 55 followers, right? So what I'd like you to do is change
Yes.
your name to something that sounds more vegan, all right? So what's your first name, for
Okay,
example?
maybe like vegan Zaynep. My first name's Zaynep, but most call me in my college.
Okay, so yeah, vegan Zay the vegan, or just Zay defends animals, something
Yeah.
like that. Yeah, that would be awesome.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
Yeah, oops, uh-oh, as my teaching assistant, what did you forget to tell me? Look,
What?
look at my necklace. It's
Like, wait, it's backwards. I can't read it.
That's right, so you should say, Miss Katie, when you were dancing, it flipped.
Oh.
Okay, that's
It
it.
takes 100 clicks until you're vegan.
Yeah, and like if I have spinach between my teeth, you're gonna tell me. You're the teaching assistant. Like if anything's wrong,
Yes,
yeah?
of course.
If you know I have toilet paper skin out my butt or something, like you gotta tell me. You know, how am I supposed to know these things?
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, I found the poem. I'm gonna start reading it. It's
Uh,
really good.
Is it long?
It's not too long.
Okay, you can read it if it's about 30 seconds. You can go. Read it.
Okay. Pig, I'm just me. I can't believe anyone would think I have feelings or rights.
Okay,
I don't
stop,
matter
stop,
because I'm not
stop,
a pet.
stop. Okay. I didn't hear the beginning.
Yes?
All I heard is the word pig, and I think you said something before that, but I didn't hear it.
Okay.
And remember,
I
if
didn't
it's
say anything before pig.
sweetheart, listen. If it's a poem, okay? If it's a poem,
Uh-huh.
and is it from the perspective of a pig? Is that correct?
Yeah, it's from the perspective of a pig.
Okay. So what do you?
And then you
what do you-
basically read it and then you read it backwards.
Okay. All right. You
Yeah.
read it backwards. All right. But shouldn't this be seen?
Could I continue?
Yeah. Just read it nice and
what
like
do you
not
mean?
too fast. Okay.
Okay.
So people can feel it. You
Pig,
know.
Right. Okay. Pig, I'm just me. I can't believe that anyone would think I have feelings or rights. I don't matter because I'm not a pet. No one could ever say your food is immoral because it doesn't make you feel bad. You don't see my suffering. It's not your fault. Please don't say you're responsible. I want you to know I'm only a pig. Now read upwards. It's by A. Harris. I just thought it was really beautiful.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, a pig is
Yeah.
an individual, no different than a dog or a cat or anyone else. And pigs have a right to live on this planet, and they have a right not to be enslaved or stolen from. And unfortunately, in this world, pigs are killed at just 6 months old in gas chambers in the same way that the Nazis murdered the Jews. So I agree with you, and thank you so much for being here. You did a great job as a teaching assistant. And look at that, you got the number up to 46.1 thousand because people really appreciated you. So guys, here's a little pig. Tap on the little pig and say, I'm really sorry that I ate bacon in the past and I don't want to hurt animals ever again. Right? That's every single person here can strive to be as vegan as possible. Let me see if I've got anything over here. Somebody wrote over here that they're German. What does that have to do with anything? I don't know why you wrote that. Okay, and somebody wrote here that they're not sorry. So Amira, you're going to get banned, okay? Because what you just wrote is that you don't care. You don't care about the suffering of others, so you don't belong here. Okay, you have to be smart and you have to have a big heart and a big brain. So if you just don't care if others are suffering, if you don't care if it hurts the pigs, then you can fuck off. Okay, this isn't the place for you. Okay, don't come back. Let's go to the next person over here. Somebody has a question. If you have a question, you can put it in a super chat on the screen, and for sure I will catch it, okay? I just don't want, over here we have our TikTok channel as well. Let's see what's going on over here. Oh, actually, you know what? I just realized that we are actually out of time, but there's somebody here whose name is Tucker, and I wonder if they know who Tucker Carlson is or not. It's kind of an interesting name, isn't it? Tucker. Like, it's like, I don't know if you guys know, but when I was a kid, my mom would say, I'm going to tuck you in, tuck. Like, and I'm going to tuck her in. I'm going to tuck my sister in. Hi, Tucker.
Hi.
Hi. Do you know Tucker Carlson?
No.
No? Okay, he's a pretty famous broadcaster and kind of, anyway, you don't know, that's okay. So have you eaten pigs in the past? Have you eaten bacon?
Yes.
Mm. Okay, so you know that was wrong because that was a 6-month-old baby pig. So I don't want you to eat bacon anymore.
Yes.
Did you ever eat any ham
Okay.
or pepperoni?
Yes.
Yeah, me too. I ate that in the past. So I don't want to do that anymore, and I want you to stop too. No more bacon, ham, and no pepperoni or salami. When you get pizza from now on, you get it with no animals on it. And instead of cheese, you should get olive oil. So you ask them to go in a spiral around the pizza, all the way around the crust with some olive oil. Then you put some salt on there. And it kind of helps, you know, because really what is cheese is just fat and salt. Right? And you will get used to having your pizza that way from now on because you should never. Nigger. Why are you calling yourself that? Why are you calling yourself that? Are you using the acronym like I do? Naturally intelligent, gorgeous, generous, exemplary, and radiant? Is that what you're doing? If so, that's okay. Yeah. I don't mind when anybody ever calls me that because it's actually a compliment, right? Because that's what it stands for, right? Nigger. Naturally intelligent, gorgeous, generous, exemplary, radiant. Sticks and stones can break my bones, but names will never hurt me. Anyway, thank you for agreeing not to eat pigs again. You might want to work on your social skills a little bit and not be cruel to anyone, all right? You don't have to hurt anybody. Some people get really offended by that word. Hello.
Hello.
Hi, are you a kind person?
Very kind.
All right, so do you eat cats?
No, I don't eat cats.
Thank goodness. Do you pay people to rip their skin off, all of their fur, and put it on a jacket? Do you ever wear a jacket with some fur trim?
No, never.
Okay, that's good. That's a good start. Okay.
Yes,
and
yes.
Have you
Guys,
stopped?
hit those 100 likes.
All right.
Hit the 100 likes so we can be all vegan. Let's go, guys.
Yeah. So do you eat pigs, or are you like the last person who still eats pigs?
I haven't ate pig in a while, but I used to.
Yeah, I used to, and you stopped though, right?
Yes.
All right, amazing. Good job for stopping to eat pigs. Good. And do you eat chickens?
Yeah.
Okay, so that has to stop too, okay? Because chickens have feelings.
Okay.
Chickens have feelings. They get scared if you try to chase them. They don't want to be caught. They don't want to be hung upside down and have their heads cut off. And they don't want to see their brothers or sisters have their heads cut off. Right? So no more.
I have a question.
No more eating chickens, and don't forget not to steal their eggs either, okay?
Okay.
Yeah.
I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what dit is?
How do you spell it?
DIH. Like
No.
cow dit.
No, I don't know what that is.
What about chicken dit?
Would you like to say to everybody? Because there's hundreds of people watching.
Yeah, guys, do you know what chicken dit?
No, your job is not to ask questions. Your job is to teach, because you're the teaching assistant, okay? So next time you come in and you say, hey, I have this new word I'd like to teach you guys in case you don't know what it is, all right? All right, you can try again next time. All right, let's go over here and look at what's going on with the next person who wants to come in. Oh, nobody's put decorations on the screen in a while. So I'm going to go and pay attention to my YouTube channel because we want some adults to come in here. And actually, you know what? The class is actually, in theory, over. It's already 68 minutes. It's already 68 minutes. We went over by 10. All right, you know what, guys? We're going to end the class here, okay? I'll be back to do another live stream in about 1 or 2 hours. I do about 3 or 4 a day, sometimes 2, but at least usually 3, all right? So thank you, everybody, for participating. Thanks to everyone who has been as kind as possible, and you will be for the rest of the day, okay? So big hugs to everyone who's striving to be vegan. Okay, give yourself a hug. By the way, if you feel anxious today at any point, go by yourself into the washroom and do this. Put your hands here like this and push your elbows, your arms into your chest, okay? And just sit there and just tell yourself that you're going to be okay. If you feel anxious, a lot of people have anxiety. And remember, whatever happens to you, never take out your bad mood or your anxiety or anything on the animals, okay? They're innocent. They never did a single thing wrong to you guys ever. Right? So if you're hungry, go and buy some vegan food. Always leave the house with a little bag of nuts and dates and raisins. Put some sunflower seeds in there so that you don't get tempted to eat the animals, because then you're just going to feel bad after. Okay? Animals want to live just like you. Okay? All right. Thank you, TikTok. Thank you, YouTube, for being here. See you guys in a couple of hours.